According to an article on benefitsofrecycling.com written in 2015, the Earth is 24,902 miles in circumference. The U.S. alone uses enough plastic water bottles to circle the Earth 4 times. Recycling affects the world, and that's why it is a really important issue that we need to be aware of. Recycling takes way less energy than it does to make new products out of completely raw materials. Recycling paper also helps with deforestation. Trees cut for paper can be repurposed for other products, or we can just save the trees so we have more greener places on the globe. I've always had passionate views towards recycling and the importance of what we need to preserve the earth. My family has always collected cans and annually brought them to the church with a bunch of our neighbors to bring to a recycling center. And our schools have always recycled paper and plastic water bottles and stuff like that to recycle them. It is just a simple habit that's really good to get into, and it helps preserve the environment. Recycling used materials is not hard and is very necessary. It is irresponsible to ignore an issue as big as preserving the planet, and we have to take precautions now so that future generations will have a greener, more fruitful earth for us to live in. There are many facts that support my beliefs on the importance of recycling. Recycling minimizes pollution, less burnt garbage. When we recycle it, minimizes the amount of burnt garbage, and burnt garbage really affects the ozone layer with all the bad gases, and it can come back down and give people respiratory diseases, and it's not good. It also affects the fish in the ocean and our marine resources when we throw garbage into the ocean, and that's also very bad. Recycling is not only cleaner, it also preserves natural resources. 2.47 million trees are cut down daily around the world. These are used for many things, but a big chunk is paper, such as newspaper or magazines or loose leaf. Recycling saves trees, and we really need to cut back on how many trees we're cutting down every year and every day, really. These are obviously very big issues with the world, and people are responsible for it. Sometimes people don't recycle just because they do not have enough space, whether it's in their garage or around their home, to keep all the recyclable materials. Some people do not recycle just because they are too lazy and believe that it's not for them. Others believe that it's too inconvenient to separate the garbage from the recyclables, or to drive the recyclable materials to a pickup point. Those are the reasons that people do not recycle, and now I'm going to tell you how we can make recycling easier. First, you have to know what is recyclable. The most common recyclable materials for a household are cans, paper, and cardboard. According to an article by calrecycling.ca.gov written in 2015, it discussed how different methods to make recycling easier for a normal household, and it talked about a method using multiple bins around the house so that it'd just be easier to throw a recyclable material into there rather than scavenging through normal garbage later to pick them apart. Now that we can organize our recyclable materials, let's see what we do with it next. Many towns and cities around the U.S. Have curbside pickup, which is the most convenient way to recycle your materials, and it also takes more materials such as metal. Another way is recycling centers, which are all throughout the U.S. and the world. They can also take many different materials, but it's best that you figure out what the recycling center nearest you will accept so that you know what to bring them. Those are the easiest ways to recycle. Once again, recycling used materials is not hard, and it's very necessary. I have discussed importance, reasons we do not recycle, and how to make recycling easier. Recycling affects the planet. Recycling is, some people do not recycle because it is inaccessible or because they are too lazy. Some people, okay. There are good strong methods to give away your recyclable materials to a higher authority to get them recycled. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope that I have kind of persuaded you to recycle in your household if you aren't already.